All right, so this is episode 9. First off, welcome to your first podcast.
Thanks for having me.
So, first thing, I have some stuff for you, but we're gonna get to that stuff in a minute.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna tell you, have you heard of COPPA?
I have not.
Okay, so basically what it breaks down is the FTC is basically trying to shut down YouTube.
Oh, really?
Basically, is the way that I take it. So, obviously the FTC, Federal Trade Commission.
Yeah.
COPPA is something that they came out with, and I think it was like 98 or something to like protect kids online. But apparently, then the internet wasn't nearly what it is now.
Yeah.
So from what I understand, they like amended it to make it, more like up to date with today's stuff or whatever.
Okay.
So they, so YouTube was, and COPPA only applies to kids under the age of 13, either 13 and under or under the age of 13. I don't remember which one. So YouTube was collecting data on kids.
Yeah.
So like if they were watching a video about like Elmo or whatever, then they would
pinpoint the advertisement.
Yeah, then they would send them ads about Elmo or whatever,
Yeah.
which apparently according to the FTC is like a huge no-no, and it's like super illegal and all kinds of stuff. So YouTube, they had to settle for a $170 million fine.
Jeez.
Which the FTC said was the biggest fine that they've ever given anybody, and it was bigger than all the fines combined that they've ever put out. So,
and are they going to donate that money to children?
No.
Exactly.
There was a press conference, which I'm going to show you a piece of.
Okay.
But not right now.
Yeah.
But there was one of the guys said that he was like making like this big joke about it, and he was like, well, the 170 million is our about our yearly budget, so we kind of refunded the taxpayers, so you can thank me later. And he's like making this huge joke about it.
Yeah.
So the problem is it's obviously it's for kids content.
Yeah.
But so YouTube, they made this new like button to where if you whenever you upload a video and it's supposed to be for kids, if it's supposed to be for kids, then it takes away the comments, it takes away like the community tab, it takes away I think the like button, and I think you still have the subscribe button, but you don't have notifications. So like nobody gets like a push notification when you upload. So it takes away like basically all the fundamentals of your channel.
So that's going to crush like Ryan's toy review.
Yeah,
that's like my son's life.
Yeah, like a lot of them. And what's hairy is like YouTube pretty much they've came out and said that they can't tell you what is directed towards kids and what's not.
Yeah.
And there's no guideline.
Just a vague.
They just like the only thing they mention is they say like early education, and like they just like have very super vague ideas. And then YouTube says they can't like review something and tell you like, hey, you said this is not for kids and it is.
So they've completely failure.
Yeah, they've completely eliminated itself from it, and it's all up to you. So, and they came out and said they didn't say it. They said it without saying it, that any channel that does kids content, it's going to be suppressed. Yeah. They said it without saying it. Yeah. They just said that, they were going to take away all that stuff or whatever. So they're pretty much going to be suppressed to nothing. Jeez. Pretty much. So,
and a lot of stores rely on that as their advertisement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's crazy.
So what doesn't make sense is take any kid like Sesame Street. Yeah. Like they have ads on that.
Absolutely.
But apparently that's okay.
It's okay on TV to put, the new toys on Disney Channel that my son's going to drive me crazy wanting for Christmas, but we want to block YouTubers on
can't put an ad on a YouTube video.
I mean, they're just mad they didn't think of it first.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking that like the television networks have something to do with it,
absolutely.
because it's so ironic that this whole thing happened.
The cable companies are probably kicking back, man. You got to think how much they're losing to your Netflixes and your Hulus, all these online subscriptions. Yeah. I mean, YouTube's the same category.
Yeah. And here's the real kicker. If you upload a video that is not intended for kids, you don't think it's intended for kids. You mark it as not intended for kids. Yeah. Okay. And then because this is everything is completely up to the discretion of the FTC.
Yeah.
They have the final say. So if you upload a video, you say it's not for kids, you don't intend it to be for kids, but they come and they say it is for kids, you get a $42,000 fine per video. Yeah.
How is that even fair?
I have no idea. And there's no guideline, there's no review process. There's nothing in place that you pretty much just have to throw it out there, hope they don't say that it's for kids, and then hope for the best.
It's just crazy because a lot of videos could be taken out of context. Like you did a video on the Orbeez. I mean, Orbeez is a child's product, but the video wasn't geared for little kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
If I get fined $42,000, I'm done.
No doubt, man.
and a lot of people there's a bunch of like Lego channels that I wouldn't necessarily say it's for kids, but I guess since Legos since there's like all one big gray area, there's no really way to know is anything are some videos with Legos kids? Are they all kids? There's such a huge gray area. And if somebody that has a kids channel decides to keep making content for kids and then they market appropriately for kids, they said that they'll make, I think it was 40 to 90% less revenue from their ads. So they're killing it off.
Yeah, they're knocking it out.
And if they if the people, which I'm sure the majority of people that are doing it are going to quit.
Yeah.
If they don't quit, it's definitely going to stop any new ones from coming up.
Oh, absolutely.
So they're just killing everything.
And it's just advertising. You know what I mean? They're gathering information for advertising.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the big deal is.
And what I was thinking was, since it's they say that the mark is 13.
Yeah.
So make YouTube 13 and up.
Exactly.
Or if you don't want to make YouTube 13 and up, make it, because now we can mark our video. If I upload a video, I can mark it to be 18 plus.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me mark it 13 plus.
Yeah.
And then at that point, there should be no problems.
Exactly. That's up to
But they're not going to do that.
They're not.
And I don't understand why, because that would completely solve the problem. And then if I marked a video 13 plus, and then somebody that's 10 years old is watching it, but their account says 13.
Yeah, that's on them.
That's on them. They're the ones that lied. So I don't get it.
I mean, I get protecting children, but I mean, they're gathering information for advertising. You know what I mean? They're not trying to sell them inappropriate stuff. They're marketing the, stuff they're interested in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one of the things they said was, I think one of their arguments was that they said that kids under 13 can't determine, they can't decide between what is just a regular video and what's an advertisement. So, and I don't understand, I guess somewhere in there that makes it bad and negative because they can't tell the difference. Because one of the examples I saw was they were talking about Ryan's toy review, and they were saying that he might do a video with a toy, but the kids that are watching him don't know that he's only talking about the toy because he's being paid to talk about the toy.
Why does that matter?
Yeah. So apparently that's a huge thing, is that none of it makes any sense, because the day they turn 13, go at it.
Exactly.
So
13-year-olds are in the position to be making educated decisions.
Yeah. It's not. I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. And especially this whole gray area with YouTube and the $42,000 fine.
A ridiculous number.
Yeah. And it was actually bigger than that. It was I just rounded it because it was $42,580 or something. It was the max fine. It was absolutely insane.
I just wonder how many fines they issue a year in other departments. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It's just crazy to think about.
Well, I mean, they said apparently not a whole lot, because he did say that that the $170 million was more than all the fines that they've ever given combined.
Really? Okay.
So, I mean, that
$170 million's a lot of money, though.
That kind of makes me feel like they're not really out to just screw everybody. But on the other hand, this is the government. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not exactly known for helping us very much.
That's true.
They do a lot more harm than good.
Absolutely.
For the most part.